Hey y'all, it's Carlyn. Welcome to my channel. As you know, I have been doing solo dates recently, and I saw a few videos here on YouTube where people were giving tips for solo dates. I didn't look at any of them because I thought, I think I want to do one of those too, but I didn't look at any of them because I wanted, all the topics that I thought of to be my own and not some that I stole from them, even though some of the tips still might be the same. These tips I thought of all on my own, and I just want to share them here with you. So here we go. So I have them all in my phone. I didn't want to forget, so you're probably gonna see me looking at my phone for all the tips because I got all the tips in little notes so I wouldn't miss anything that I wanted to say to y'all. So for the first tip I have is start small and choose the right time. Like, choose a casual or comforting place, like maybe a place that you've been to before. Because for my first solo date, it was a place that I had been to a few times, so there was like comfort in, I guess, knowing the place, comfort in having been there before, just comfort in that. If you're gonna be uncomfortable in something, at least for your first time, have comfort in something. So maybe pick a place that is usually not too busy, or go on a weekday, or go like during their non-busy times, like maybe lunchtime or right after lunchtime, right before dinner, just a place where you kind of know how the things are. Because the place that I went to, like I said, it was a place that I had been to before, but I also knew the times that I had been there was never a lot of people in there. So it's not just like me being thrown into the wolves or whatever the saying is. It was just me picking a place that I had been to before, a weekday and not a weekend, and then just a place that I knew wasn't too busy, and then also a time that not a lot of people are out eating. So that is one tip that can really help. Step number 2 is relax. Like, nobody's watching you. We always think when we're out to eat like everybody is just looking at us, but if you really stop and look around, like, nobody's watching you, nobody's paying attention to you. Like, think about it when you go out to eat. Have you ever gone out to eat and you've seen somebody dining alone? Are you just like sitting there like, oh, look at them, pointing and looking and stuff? Like, no, you're too busy in your own company, or you're too busy with, if you have somebody with you, you're too busy with them. Like, nobody's watching you. If they are watching you, it might just be like a quick glance, but that's it. Like, just relax and just worry about you. Even if people do happen to watch you, just do your best to just focus on what you're doing, focus on what's in front of you, focus on your plate, focus on just your table. Don't worry about anybody else. Try not to make any eye contact with anybody else, because if you do and you happen to see somebody looking at you, then you'll start getting like, oh my god, people are watching me. So just pay attention to your table, and that's it. Just relax, breathe, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so tip number 3 is bring a distraction. You can bring a book, you can bring a journal, you can bring like some music, some headphones so you can listen to some music. Just anything that you feel like is gonna help you ease the jitters, ease your mind a little bit. If you like crossword puzzles or word searches, just anything like that that's just gonna try to take your mind off of those things. One thing that I do, I just get on my phone. Like, in reality, that's just what I do, because I'm thinking about things that I would normally be doing. I used to kind of be like, read a little bit, but I do need to get back into that. But for now, I'm not doing that. But I'm just not that type of person who would want to just sit and at a restaurant and read. Not judging anybody else who might choose to do that, but or journal or anything like that. That's just not my thing, even though I do like word searches and stuff like that. So maybe I'll try something like that, or a coloring book. If you like to do that, you can bring that. But yeah, for me though, I just get on my phone and just browse a little bit, you know, look around and, you know, the restaurant, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much I just focusing on eating, spending time in my own thoughts, and, you know, just browsing in my phone a little bit. But bringing something with you to do like that can definitely ease your mind a little bit. So tip number 4 is romanticize the experience. Light makeup, cute outfit, your favorite drink, yes, yes, and yes. You can do anything that you want to do. It's your money, your time. Order what you want. Go out there looking cute. So, you know, the better you look, the more confident you feel. You can eat anything you want to eat. Order the best looking thing on the menu. Like, treat this as just like a whole date night, because it is. It's a date night for yourself. So treat it better than any date that you've ever been on with anybody, because you are the most important person. So treat you the best. Do what you want to do. Order what you want to order. Wear what you want to wear. Let's just go out there being confident, and yeah, just make a whole just experience out of it. And speaking of ordering what you want, that's tip number 5. Order what you want. You want that dessert, you get that dessert. That little dessert is letting you know, hey, I'm celebrating for my first solo day or 10th, whatever it may be. Celebrate every time by getting you that dessert. Order what you want. Like I said, order you the biggest entree. Anything that's going to make you feel better or feel good about what you are doing for yourself, then do that. Like, don't downplay it just because you're by yourself. Like I said, order that drink, order that big entree, and order that dessert. If you want a second drink, get that second drink. If you want a third drink, like, nobody's judging you. You're there by yourself doing what you want to do. So order what you want. So the next tip is go when you want to go. You can go once a week, twice a week, once a month, once every other month. Just do what works for you. Like for me, starting off, I just do once a month, but I want to work up to doing it about once every 2 weeks or so, because I feel like once a month is good, but I've only done it twice. But I find myself, like, after I came from the second one, I was just like, you know, I'm ready to do it again. So I feel like I'm progressing pretty well about the solo dates, even though I had so much anxiety about it. And that's crazy. I want to say that too. Like, you always, sometimes we create these things in our head that we think is going to be a challenge, or we think is just going to be just too much for us to handle. And we already just cancel it out before we even try it. It's just like, well, how do we know how it's gonna feel if we've never tried it before? I can see if you have tried it before and you're just like, no. But if you've never tried it before, try it one time, see how you like it out. If you hate it, then hey, you know. And then if you might actually like it though. So I gotta stop doing that. All of us, because I know I'm not the only one. Like, let's just stop creating these things in our head about how we think stuff is gonna go, and then we don't try it just because of what we created in our head, how we think it's gonna feel. But in reality, we don't know how it's gonna feel. So yeah, that is one thing I did. I thought I was just gonna feel like so terrified about doing it, and then I actually do it, and then, you know, I liked it. I actually liked going out to eat and just doing something for me, doing something by myself, and not like I said before, like not dependent on someone else's company. Because now I know for a fact I never need to be dependent on someone else's company. I can do this by myself. I will continue to do this by myself. Like, even when the right friends do come along, I will still continue to have these solo dates by myself. Okay, so for the last tip I have is you can use a gentle affirmation. If you're like one of those people who loves to say affirmations, I know I like to say them every once in a while. You can do that before you go. You can try this one right here actually. I have a couple here for you that you can try. So the first one is, I belong here, my presence is enough. And the next one is, I choose myself, and that's more than okay. You'd be surprised how much just saying those words aloud and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, like these things can really help you. And if you say these things along with practicing them, you know, trying to get better on anything that you're having a challenge with, like they really can help. So yeah, that is all the tips that I have for solo dating. So if you want to go out there and have your solo date, or if you've been nervous like I was about doing a solo date, I just want you to try these tips, go out there and have your solo date, and come back here and let me know how it was. And I really hope you enjoy it. So as always, I hope y'all like this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.